People often describe pottery as relaxing. They talk about the calming atmosphere of the studio, the quiet hum of the wheel, and the satisfaction of creating something with their hands. But for many potters, pottery is much more than a relaxing hobby. It becomes a form of meditation, not because you are sitting still with your eyes closed, but because the process asks for something increasingly rare in today's world: your complete attention. The moment you sit at the wheel, distraction begins to disappear. Your focus shifts to the clay in front of you. You notice the feel of the wheel spinning beneath your hands, the moisture of the clay, the pressure of your fingertips, and the rhythm of your breathing. For those few moments, yesterday's worries and tomorrow's plans becomes much quieter. The clay has a way of bringing you back to the very present. Unlike many daily activities, pottery doesn't reward multitasking. You can't answer messages while centering clay. You can't rush throwing a bowl while thinking about something else. The clay responds to every movement, and if your attention drifts, it lets you know immediately. A wobble appears, the walls become uneven, the piece begins to lose its balance. In that sense, the clay becomes your teacher. It gently reminds you to slow down, to breathe, and to return your attention to the task in front of you. Every throw becomes an opportunity to practice patience. Every pull becomes an exercise in focus. Over time, many potters notice something interesting. They don't come to the studio only to make pottery. They come to feel grounded. The repetitive movements of wedging clay, centering on the wheel, pulling the walls, and trimming a finished piece create a rhythm that quiets the mind. It's not about escaping life. It's about becoming fully present within it. Even mistakes become part of the practice. A collapsed pot teaches acceptance instead of frustration. A failed glaze teaches curiosity instead of disappointment. Rather than fighting every imperfection, you learn to observe, adjust, and begin again. Pottery quietly encourages the same qualities that many meditation practices cultivate: patience, awareness, humility, and resilience. Perhaps that's why so many people leave the studio feeling lighter than when they arrived. Not because every pot turned out perfectly, but because for a little while they were completely present. Their hands, their mind, and the clay were working together in the same moment. In a world filled with constant notifications, endless schedules, and the pressure to move faster, pottery offers something beautifully different. It invites you to slow your hands, steady your breathing, focus your attention, and discover that creating something with clay can also be a way of shaping a calmer, more attentive version of yourself. Maybe that's the true gift of pottery. The bowl you make is wonderful, the mug you throw is useful, but the greatest things you create may be the quiet space within yourself that grows every time you sit at the wheel. Because sometimes the most meaningful transformation isn't happening in the clay, it's happening in the person shaping it.